The Gospel according to John, chapter 7. Passage 1. Jesus in Jerusalem at the Feast of Tabernacles. Then Jesus walked in Galilee, for he did not wish to walk in Judea, because the Jews were seeking to kill him. Now the Jewish Feast of Tabernacles was approaching. So his brothers said to him, "Leave here and go to Judea, so that your disciples also may see the works that you are doing. For no one acts in secret if he seeks to be known openly. If you do these things, show yourself to the world." For even his brothers did not believe in him. Jesus said to them, "My time has not yet come, but your time is always appropriate. The world cannot hate you, but it hates me because I testify that its deeds are evil. Go to the feast yourselves. I am not going up to this feast, for my time has not yet fully come." After saying this, he remained in Galilee. But when his brothers went up to the feast, then he also went up, not publicly but in secret. Meanwhile, the Jews were looking for him during the feast and asking, "Where is he?" There was much murmuring about him among the crowd. Some said, "He is good." Others said, "No, on the contrary, he deceives the people." Yet no one spoke openly about him for fear of the Jews. But halfway through the feast, Jesus went up to the temple and taught. The Jews marveled, saying, "How does this man have such learning when he has never been taught?" Jesus answered them, "My teaching is not mine, but his who sent me. If anyone's will is to do God's will, he will know whether the teaching is from God or whether I speak on my own authority. Whoever speaks on his own authority seeks his own glory, but the one who seeks the glory of him who sent him is true, and in him there is no falsehood. Did not Moses give you the law? Yet none of you keeps the law. Why do you seek to kill me?" The crowd answered, "You have a demon. Who is trying to kill you?" Jesus answered them, "I did one deed, and you all marvel at it. Moses gave you circumcision, not that it is from Moses, but from the fathers, and you circumcise a man on the Sabbath. If on the Sabbath a man receives circumcision so that the law of Moses may not be broken, why are you angry with me because I made a man's whole body well on the Sabbath? Do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. Let us consider this from a perspective of faith." In this passage from the Gospel according to John, Jesus goes to Jerusalem for the Feast of Tabernacles, despite initially planning not to go due to the threat from the Jews who wanted to kill him. His brothers, who did not believe in him, urged him to go to the feast and publicly show his works. However, Jesus explains that his time has not yet come. Eventually, Jesus goes to Jerusalem in secret. At the feast, while the Jews are looking for him, Jesus suddenly appears at the temple and teaches. His teachings astound the listeners, who wonder where his wisdom comes from since he did not receive formal education. Jesus explains that his teaching comes from him who sent him, meaning God the Father. He emphasizes that those who seek to do God's will recognize the truth of his teachings. Jesus also confronts the Jews with their inconsistency, pointing out that while they observe circumcision on the Sabbath, they are indignant that he healed a man on the Sabbath. Jesus calls for making judgments based on righteous standards, not mere appearances. This passage highlights the challenges Jesus faced in his mission, as well as the misunderstanding and resistance he encountered, even from those close to him. It calls us to a deeper understanding and acceptance of God's truth, which can sometimes be difficult to embrace. Thank you for the time we've shared. May God bless you, your friend.